Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I'm Damien Farr, and tonight we're talking about Taylor Swift's All Too Well. Or not All Too Well, that's the hoodie I'm wearing technically. We're talking about her Eras Tour concert thing. I don't know how to describe this. It's a concert film, but it's, I guess, like an event is what they're saying. It's like a Barbieheimer thing where, you know, people want to see both, but in this case, everybody's seeing Taylor Swift. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But this might be the best concert film I've ever seen, though there are some drawbacks, and we're going to talk about those in just a second, after I peel this stuff out here. So, let's start talking about it, some basic info. It's directed by Sam Wretch. I think it's Wrench. I'm just stupid for pronunciations lately. Filmed at SoFi Stadium in August of 2023. There's a couple different shows that she used for filming, and then I guess it was edited together. Cool. Little random fact I want to point out here. Taylor Swift's Loverfest was supposed to be actually the grand opening of the stadium back in 2020, July of 2020, which got canceled due to COVID, and then it concluded the US leg of the Eras Tour, which is kind of cool. It's distributed by AMC Theaters in the US and Cinemark Theaters worldwide. Why do I bring that up? Well, I guess she went to actual studios and were like, hey, I want to release this. And they're like, we're not going to do that. And now they're probably regretting it because this is the highest grossing concert film of all time and probably just going to keep making money. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. So, who knows? We'll see what happens. Let's start talking about the set list because I feel like that's an important thing to talk about here. We're going to go through each act individually. So, I got actually every song that's performed on the Eras Tour, minus some surprise songs. And we're going to talk about what was cut. And honestly, with how long this is already, it's 2 hours and 48 minutes. I feel like you could have just left the other songs in and then made it as long, as the normal tour. But that's just me. I didn't edit this, and honestly, the editing was a little bit weird at points. The camera work was great. They had those 360 cams, that are on a little robotic arm and everything, and that was cool. But the big thing I noticed was there were some moments where it was like, you're showing the back of people's heads. Why are you doing that? Why wouldn't you show, her? And somebody told me it's to get you more in the experience like you're there, and I'm like, I'm sitting in a theater, though. So it didn't work on me, obviously. Now, if it was in 3D, maybe it would have worked. I'm a sucker for 3D, though. So, let's start talking about where we get Act 1, which is Lover, which is personally my probably favorite album of Taylor Swift's. One of the two, I would say. And we'll talk about Lover here and why it's my favorite in just a second. But you got Miss America and the Heartbreak Prince. You got Cruel Summer, The Man, You Need to Calm Down, Lover, and then The Archer, which was actually cut here from this movie. The reason I really like Lover is the City of Lover concert special is really good. I mean, The Man, You Need to Calm Down, Lover, The Archer were all a part of it. Then Me, Death by a Thousand Cuts, Cornelia Street, and Daylight were all a part of it too. Honestly, the only song I really don't like on Lover is Me. It's just kind of annoying, I'll be honest. So one song cut so far. Then we get to Act 2, which is Fearless, which you have Fearless, You Belong With Me, and Love Story. All three made it here. Then we get to Evermore, which has 'Tis the Damn Season, No Body, No Crime with Haim, which were filmed, I would assume, at least No Body, No Crime, because 'Tis the Damn Season was replaced by No Body, No Crime, and filmed with Haim, but I guess it was cut out of this, so what I don't know what happened there. You got Willow, Majoria? Champagne Problems and Tolerate It, which, Evermore's still good. I think everybody knows Folklore's a bit better. It's like these are the songs that didn't make it, kind of like how Justin Timberlake's 2020 experience is. The first one is great, and the second part is a little bit not as good. Then, this is where I gotta point it out. I didn't notice, because there was transitions for a lot of these to tell you what act you were in, and I don't think Reputation got an act, and Reputation is one of my favorite eras. It's Reputation and Lover are top two, personally, and they go back to back, really, which is convenient. Also, I like Evermore as well. Or not Evermore, Folklore. So I think those are my three. And they're all right there. I think that's the perfect trilogy. It's a weird trilogy, but cool nonetheless. So you get ready for it. Delicate. Don't blame me. Look what you made me do. All pretty good. Once again, I don't have anything with picking these, but then you get Speak Now, which has Enchanted and Live Long, which was cut to the end of the credits, though. And it sounds like it was a live version, but they didn't show anything for it, which was kind of weird, but cool nonetheless. Then we get to Red, which is Act 6. You get 22, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were Trouble, and then All Too Well, the 10-minute version, which I think this one's the stealing of the show part. You know, it really shows her vocal ability and everything like that, even though all these songs kind of do. It's just really, 10 minutes going without even a break of singing, pretty much. It's pretty impressive. Then we go to Folklore, which the 7 spoken interlude was cut, but Invisible String stays. Betty, The Last Great American Dynasty, August, Italic Affairs, My Tears Ricochet, and then Cardigan was cut of all things. I don't know why Cardigan was cut, but I guess. Then you get to 1989, which has Style, Blank Space, Shake It Off, Wildest Dreams, which got cut, and then Bad Blood. Which, weird that they're cutting stuff out of 1989 when there's the re-release just coming out this month. Kind of odd to me. Then we get the Acoustic Set, which you get Our Song, which is from the album Taylor Swift. The only time that Taylor Swift is actually in here, which this one was in August 4th it was filmed. And then You're On Your Own, Kid, which was from Midnights. That was August 5th. Which kind of leads you right into the Midnights thing, which is the final one, Act 10. You get Lavender Haze, Antihero, Midnight Rain, Vigilante Shit, Bejeweled, Mastermind, and Karma ends it. Kind of was expecting Ice Spice to appear for some reason. I don't know why, but I was expecting it. So, honestly, Wildest Dreams was weird that they cut it. Cardigan was like the opening single as well for Folklore, so kind of weird they cut it there. Live Long, I can kind of understand, but they cut it to the end of credits, so at least it still is there. 7 getting cut, which is just a spoken interlude, so that's not too big of a deal. 'Tis the Damn Season is alright. No Body, No Crime with Haim would have been a cool moment also to have, somebody else in there. Because as much as I like Taylor Swift, I find it weird that no featured artists are here. Like, it's just her. Kind of weird, but still. And then I love The Archer, and that one's the one I was most sad to see cut, honestly. So, personally, I think this was overall pretty good, but I think you should have went all out and given every song here. But that's just me. I didn't edit this. I didn't need to cut it down because I don't think people would have liked sitting through 3.5 hours. I think it would have been 3 hours 15, but still, I would have loved it. Personally, that was my only complaint, is really that it felt like it should be longer. Like, they cut some things out and it was kind of odd at points, but that's just me. Then also the fact of the matter being, it is a concert film. Maybe they'll make an extended version for Blu-ray. I would buy this on Blu-ray, that's for sure. I'd give it an FAR. I want to give it like a 10 out of 10, but like I said, some of the editing's a little odd, so personally I can't give it a 10 out of 10. So, have you seen Taylor Swift The Eras Tour? Tell me in the comments below, what did you think? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.